Spiritual maturity and Christ. This is what we're going to talk about. Spiritual maturity and Christ. But before we go into this subject, may I say, hey, yo, peace, peace. This is your manEl Jones coming right back at you with some of that real talk real fast. Now, if you can, make sure you hit like, leave a comment, hit repost and share. It helps your boy out. Now, getting back to the subject at hand, spiritual maturity and Christ. This is very personal for me because I'm giving you my personal opinion, but I'm quite sure all of us can learn something from this. I am extremely happy to be spiritually mature. It was a long road to get here because I wasn't always spiritually mature, but I finally made it. And I am completely happy and I am completely satisfied with being this way. Because this allows me to have an understanding of other people's religions and an understanding of the spiritual systems, of the many spiritual systems that exist. And I can walk into any of these schools and find home because it is about me connecting with the divine Christ energy that dwells within. Now, this divine Christ energy is the energy that comes from this thing that man calls God. And this thing that man calls God is something that just came to be. That's why there was a beginning, because this thing just came to be into existence. I will talk more about that at a later date. Now, this divine Christ energy, it dwells within me. It is the soul that dwells within me. It is that sun or solar system. It is that sun, the S-U-N, of this thing that man calls God. And all of us have a piece of it. And my job is to get as close to it as possible and become one. But I have to go through myself to do this. Just as you have to go through yourself to become one with the divine Christ. It is a mission, and I am happy to do this. Now, the way that I do this here, I have to follow the rules or walk the walk as the character that was given unto us known as Jesus. Jesus the Christ. He laid down a blueprint for and gave us a way to think, a way to speak, and a way to handle ourselves upon this journey. Now, I know there are parts within the story that you could obviously tell that man has put his hands on. That is okay, because man is going to taint everything. But when you become spiritually mature, you can see through that. I have to walk the walk of Jesus. And yes, I do get crucified. There are people who try to crucify my character just as Jesus. And every day I spend on the cross. I have to make the right decisions at the crossroad. I have to make the proper decisions. And it's not easy because I exist as a man, but nevertheless, in actuality, it's more easier than I would imagine because I've been making this walk for a long time. I chose to try to share my experience with this thing that man calls Christ so that others may relate onto it and they will go within and we would build the body of Christ so we could build this world back up. You see, this is why I have absolutely no problem if someone says, well, have you accepted Christ in your life? And I would say, absolutely. If someone says unto me, have you accepted Jesus the Christ? I would say absolutely, because I am trying to walk the walk of the one that they call Jesus. Now, going through my spiritual maturity or getting to this level, it was times when I had learned certain things in history and I had a certain point of view of this character that they called Jesus. I come to find out that it did not look like the character that was first presented onto me. But as time went by, I began to brush that off of my shoulders because everyone on this path, they have a right to have the image of a character who looks like them, who is on this journey. So I'm not mad when I see an Asian Christ character or Jesus character, and I'm not mad when I see a so-called Caucasian Jesus character, because either way it goes, we're dealing with our brothers. The character that we call Jesus, this is not my God. This is not my Lord. The character they call Jesus is my brother, and I honor that, and I want to be as that. It's just that simple. So, spiritual maturity is an absolute must. And you're going to get there. But if you're not there yet, that means you're still walking through the fire, and that is a necessary part of your journey. But eventually you're going to come back home, because we have to keep this thing as simple as possible. And another beautiful thing about this here is if your mother is still alive and your aunts and your uncles, if they invite you onto a church, you have the ability to go because you have a newfound understanding of the Jesus character and the Christ. And you may even hear something from that preacher that might lift you up onto a higher level. And I'm going to tell you something else. The moment that you enter one of those churches and your electromagnetic field is flexing, the people in that church, man, they're going to feel you. And there will be some people who are going to come to you and ask you questions. But then there are going to be some people who just come naturally. If you sit in an area of the church where there's not many people, you're going to notice that the rest of the people who come in, they're going to come and sit by you because you have that power. The character that we call Jesus, he spent time in Egypt, and he spent time amongst the ones that we call the Levite priests. So he studied the spiritual science just as you are doing. So you are on the path, and your spiritual maturity is coming into existence if it isn't here already. So be happy for yourself. I am happy for you. I am extremely happy for you. But anyway, this is your manEl Judge, and if you understand what I'm saying, man, hit like, you know what I'm saying? And please leave a comment. Let us know that you believe in the power of Christ that dwells within. This is your manEl Judge. Make sure that you stay powerful. And indeed, make sure that you stay conscious. And while we are here, please walk the divine path. It's good for all of us. I'm out.